Hey, beautiful people, how are you doing? It's been a while since I've uploaded, and since my last upload, a lot has changed within these last few weeks. So, my prayer is that you all are well, you all are safe, you all are healthy. I've got some time on my hands with all of this shenanigans that's going on. So, a few weeks ago, I got my hands on the e.l.f. their new BB cream. I got it in deep. I also snagged the concealer. As you can see, I've already been using it, so this isn't a true first impressions of this. But I did get the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Deep Chestnut. It's actually a little bit darker than what I like to use to highlight. However, it's been a really great like transitional highlight color. So you'll see me use the hydrating and the original formula e.l.f. concealer in this video. I also have the original in the darker shade. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and kind of try this BB cream out, and yeah, I'm bored. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. My face is already moisturized. And I'm just gonna go in and prime my face. And I am gonna go in and put my illuminator on my cheeks and everywhere I would normally put it. And yeah, I got this ginormous knot up here, but my hair ain't done. Ain't got nowhere to go. Wasn't finna do it, so all right, so let's see. What I do with the box that quick? Box, here you go. So this is a BB cream, has SPF 20 sunscreen. This is in the shade Deep. So yeah, I do like BB creams. When I first started like getting into foundation and makeup, I started off with the Black Radiance. Oh, I opened it and it's already open and it's already spilling. So let's see. Deep actually looks deep. So I'm just going to dot it around my face. And I'm going to take a clean e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. And blend this in. All right, so as soon as I opened it, I wish it would have had a little cap or something on it for me to take off, because literally it kind of started spilling. But I'm going to take the brush and try to get it out of the cap. So as y'all can see, it's on the brush now. So this is my one half of my face with it on, and this is the other half without it. It looks nice. It has a nice like healthy dew. It definitely doesn't look mattifying at all. So if you were going for matte, it doesn't seem to have a matte finish. But BB creams typically are more on the moisturizing side. So it feels good. And with all the sunscreen that it has in it, this would definitely be good, you know, once we get off this quarantine and we can go out somewhere and it heats up. Let me put some on my forehead. It'd be good if you're out and about in the sun at the beach. So it has a nice little bit amount of coverage. It's definitely not full coverage, but I can certainly tell I just put something on my skin. So I'm not mad at that. Again, this is the shade Deep. It's not out in a lot of shades. It's not out in a lot of shades. I'll list on the screen how many shades it came out in. So I figured, I want to say this was the deepest shade, or maybe there was one after that, but I feel like this was the deepest. I'll confirm on screen, but It works. It's definitely a little bit darker, which is fine. I always go darker and brighten. And because my neck is my neck is a lot darker than my chest. That's just the way of my life. So I matched my neck. And my ears, which are, you know, match my neck. So all right. Not mad at it. Not mad at it. Okay, so now to highlight, what I've been doing is taking this e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. It says Satin Finish. I got the shade Deep Chestnut. I need to grab it in Deep Olive as well. But what I've been doing is applying this like I would a normal highlight, but just leaving a little bit more space underneath my eye. Then I'm gonna go in with the original formula again because I haven't grabbed this color that I really need in the hydrating one yet. And I put this right up here because I do like a nice bright under eye. And I kind of just put this in the center to brighten it up a little bit. And for the sake of this e.l.f. tutorial, I'll use this on my cheeks as well. Lately on my cheeks, I've been using my Juvia's Place foundation stick in Katsina. But yeah, we're going for like a kind of a, I don't know, we'll see what we get. I was envisioning like a no makeup kind of, or I guess soft glam makeup, because this is definitely a lot of makeup. But just like a lightweight coverage type of look with this BB cream. This is just a Morphe 321 brush that I'm using to blend out my, this is actually an eyeshadow brush, but I'm just using it to blend out my contour. I'm pretty sure this is called like a bullet crease brush or something like that, but I'm using it to blend out my contour on my nose while letting this concealer set. Now, this concealer doesn't need to set a lot. This one seems to have a little bit more dry down time. But I'm gonna go in and blend out all those contour areas first. And again, I'm cheating with this contour because I'm not going all the way around because I got this big old scarf on. But I would go all around my forehead, but my forehead's covered, so no need to do all of that. And again, I'm just using the same brush I used for my foundation to blend out the contour around my face. I use a small brush to blend out my nose. And now that that's all done, I'm gonna take my damp Real Technique Beauty Blender and get to working out this concealer. So I'll have to give y'all my like in-depth impressions on this new hydrating concealer later. But I will say I've worn it a few times now. I do like it. But again, because I'm mixing the two and because the shade is lower, I can just say I definitely like this. Excuse me. I definitely like this darker shade as far as like a transition concealer to just blend in really nicely with my skin tone. But as far as like, I mean, it blends down fine. It blends out easily. It claims to have a satin finish. So I will say this. When I first used it, and they were saying it's hydrating. To me, my most hydrating concealer that I use is my Juvia's Place concealer. That foundation is so creamy. It can sit and dry down for like a good while and still be easy to blend out. This e.l.f. Camo Concealer definitely does not need to sit and dry for any length of time. It dries down quick. But even this hydrating concealer, I feel like you have a little bit more time with it, but I definitely don't feel like you can, you know, leave your face for 10 minutes and then come back and still be able to blend it out. Whereas with that Juvia's Place concealer, literally, you could just let that joint sit and you could keep blending it out. Of course, if your concealers get too dry, just take a spray, a hydrating spray, just some type of mist, and spray your face, and you'll be good to go. That's a trick as well. But as you can see, I didn't have to spray my face to blend any of that out. I think I'm gonna pop a little bit just down here, just to add a little bit of definition. Sorry, y'all, I really felt like I needed to crack my neck and it's not cracking. But just to add a little bit of definition, because sometimes I get a little wild when I blend out my contour. And I'm gonna go back in with the same brush and blend out all of these edges. But yeah, you see how you can see like it's lighter right underneath my eyes and then it blends. I like that. So again, I used both of these and you can clearly see the difference in color. This is directly under my eyes and this is lower. Goes right into that contour and then it's all coming together. Definitely all coming together. I think I do need to fix this nose contour. I feel like I blended it away. I am gonna go in with my Juvia's Place just because it's a tad bit darker, just so that my nose comes back to life. There we go. That's all I'm gonna add, just a tiny bit, same brush. And I'm just going to redefine my nose. I'm not mad at this BB cream. I want to say it was $6 or $8, maybe $8. I had no intentions whatsoever on getting this BB cream. I went on the website purely to pick out a hydrating concealer. And as I was looking through new products, I was like, oh, they released a new BB cream. Now, e.l.f. had a BB cream years ago, so I don't know how much the formula changed from the old one to this one. However, this was listed as a new BB cream. I'm not mad at it. The bottle's tiny, it's little, but it's travel friendly. Again, I wish there would have been something on it originally so that I didn't spill it when I first opened it. But I got the shade Deep. It does have a little bit of coverage, not a lot, but a little bit. It's working really well with the other the other e.l.f. concealer products. I don't have any e.l.f. powders. They do have like some new Halo Glow powders. Some powders I've seen. I did not pick up any of the e.l.f. powders. So now that this is all blended out and looking really, really good, I'm just gonna go in and set my face. I'm using my Fenty. Sorry, I don't have a like a drugstore powder to show y'all. But I'm just gonna take my Fenty and Honey really lightly and set under my eyes. Definitely, and then just bring it down the bridge of my nose and around my mouth real quick. All right, and I'm gonna finish my face super quick. Y'all know the routine. Black Radiance powder, starting off with medium to deep first. Then I'm gonna go in and deepen it up just a tiny bit with the dark to deep. this Sculpt shade just right up in here. All right. Now that spring is coming around, I like to switch to the Saharan Blush Volume Palette number 2. I still really love the orange that's in. And matter of fact, I'm probably going to mix it just because I have on this orange. So I'm going to take both of these palettes. I'm going to start off with Volume 1 with the orange Toby. Then I'm also going to go into the first one. And I'm going to take this coral shade. Y'all, the name rubbed off. Coral. And I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of this Pinky Lena shade. So yeah, 3 blushes. Just mix it all up. Give me that nice spring feel. All right, and you can set your face with whatever you like. I'm going to go in and use my Francis J Beauty Illuminating Setting Spray and Peggy's Peach. Do y'all see that? Yes. I love a nice illuminating spray. Especially like for those no makeup looks or soft glam. Because it just makes your skin glow. I'm going to use the back of my beauty blender, which is clean. Just press that in. All right, then I'm going to take the highlighter that goes with that spray. The loose highlighter, I like to get some in the lid. So this is the lid. I'm going to take a e.l.f. highlighting brush. Tap this into the lid. Y'all see that? Okay. And put that on the highest points of my cheeks. I'm going to blend it in, don't worry. I'm going to take it down the bridge of my nose. Oops. Got a little excited. And on my Cupid's bow. And I'm just going to drag a little bit right here since my negligee is out. I'm just going to put a little bit shimmer right there. I'm going to take the Beauty Blender again, which is still damp, and just blend it out. And I like doing this because it kind of like melts the highlighter into my skin. Then I'm going to take this large fluffy brush and just blend everything gently. I'm just like buffing everything gently. And do something super quick on the lips. Just taking some concealer. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in Deep Espresso. And just a little e.l.f. like $1. This is, again, an eye crease brush, but I'm using it to line my lips. All right. And I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Fool Me lip gloss because it smells like Fruit Loops and it reminds me of spring, and it's like a really, really pretty nude. All right. This is the finished look you wore again. I was, oops, about to jack up my whole little dress. Trying out the e.l.f. new BB cream in shade Deep. I also used a combination of the e.l.f. original 16-hour camo concealers in the shades Deep Olive and Rich Ebony. And I also used the newer Hydrating Concealer in Deep Chestnut. This is the finished look. Let me guys know if you like BB creams, if you tend to lean more towards BB creams as it starts to warm up, or if you still sticking with like a medium, you know, medium coverage, light coverage, or you still full on glam no matter how hot it gets. Definitely leave me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Again, let me know how you guys are doing. How are you making out? Are you quarantined? Are you still going to work? How are you? Let me know in the comments below. Again, I hope that you are well wherever you are. And until the next time, be blessed. Bye.